Thank you, everybody, for coming, and welcome to the second annual Social Good Summit.
The nitty-gritty of what does it look like to do it.
We need to really rethink how we partner, how we engage, how we collaborate.
So how do we bring these silent voices to the forefront in both the academic sphere and in the business environment?
I do believe that there is a social entrepreneurship that is very important to the life of our community.
Do we have a mommy model for business, right? When we're thinking about funding, a single mom's model. If we're saying that we really want to bring silent voices into this conversation, then we have to be willing to look at all that comes with it and be okay with saying, okay, we're going to step up and figure out how to address all of these issues.
The intersections of education, race, poverty, drug use, and mental health have created a subculture in Dane County that remains largely invisible. You cannot understand most of the important things from a distance. You have to get close. Proximity makes a difference.
The idea of getting people to the table is it's a normal way of thinking of how we do community engagement. But I like to think of it in reverse and think of it more like bringing the table to the right people, developing a system of direct democracy and collective collaboration.
My goal is how can you change to make it easier for them to get in, not less people get in.
So I created the idea of Deborah's Love Thrift Boutique. I thought about all the barriers that I am currently going through to be able to start my business. I'm talking about the vendor's fees, the fees that it takes to file your business in the Department of Financial Institutions. The fact that I had to even do a lot of research to even figure out the route that I'd have to go to develop a cooperative, right? Many of our community members do not have access to this knowledge. So I came up with the idea of Deborah's Love Cooperative. Black artists are able to come under the Deborah's Love Cooperative while remaining fully autonomous and keeping ownership of their business.
The idea now is to create a situation where we can have cooperative ownership in the form of a mutual aid network that then uses time banking and building more commonly owned resources and pooling money that we manage collectively, so philanthropists could start investing directly in a neighborhood and know the people there have the capacity to identify the work they want to do to make the neighborhood what they want it to be.
I work at Nehemiah Center for Urban Leadership. And we do have an emerging loan fund for Black emerging entrepreneurs.
The Force for Positive Change Awards, like Laura said, is a new awards competition. We expect several dozen applications for 4 awards of $25,000 for a social enterprise that has a product on the market and also is having an impact within Wisconsin and has a base of operations within Wisconsin.
From a loan standpoint, we have several programs that we administer. Our base program, business loan program, is designed to meet the financing needs of harder to finance businesses. We know it is truly a gap financing tool, knowing that the owners can only bring so much and the conventional lenders can only do so much, so we fill that gap in between.
There's a lack of broad public access to the internet that results in a growing digital divide. Ideally, we'd like to see the internet as more of a public service, like electricity, like water.
And so we're going to open the Dream Bike store, but for computers, giving kids an opportunity to do hands-on learning, not just in coding, which we would also do in the backroom classroom of our retail store, but also hands-on on actual computer hardware, which fewer kids are actually doing because software is the big thing.
I'm a part of in the community is called this Art of Hosting. It's a open space technology. It's a marketplace where we're going to bring the youth together and use a circle practice to have the students and people involved talk to us about technology, the brain, and financial literacy.
Create a network of mentorship where people are explicitly mentoring other people to gain access to arts and create more of a network of mutual support.
We're all doing these little nibbles on this giant issue.
My name is Naz. I work for Mentor Positive. Our goal today is to sell salts to each one of y'all in the building. All the money that we raised goes all back to Mentor Positive as a mentoring group for like boys group and all that.
I am who I am, not in spite of what my family background is, but I am who I am because of my family background. Because I come from generations of sex workers and drug addicts, that's where I got my grit and my innovation and my ability to see outside the circle, outside the box. And so why amputate that part? Definitely.